E-commerce companies helping the seller ecosystem, clean tech and health. Those are some of the areas that you should be working on if you want to be part of Chris Gopalakrishnan's accelerator, Axelor. But moving on from that to another venture capitalist, we're talking about Blume Ventures, which has backed the likes of Taxi for Sure, Grey Orange and ZipDial. Blume Ventures' Karthik Reddy spoke to us and he said that though hot funding may be drying up, the winter may be here, there's nothing really to worry about because it's all in the game and it's something that startups have to adjust to. Let's listen into what Karthik Reddy had to say.
See, there's always good and bad out of any of these cycles that play out. So I think the bad last year was that people thought money was available on the cheap, it's easy to go and build scale without worrying about unit economics. The new normal basically suggests that that era is over because the hot money providers have taken a break. That's all it means, right? So it might be 6 months, it might be 9 months or 12 months. The great part is it cleanses out all of the bad business models, so to speak. You're a victim of the market. But will you get bought for $30 million or $40 million? It's begun to happen, right? It happened in a ZipDial, it happened in Practo bought somebody. So those are beginning to happen, which is good. At least it's a testament to the founders having built something that's valuable, as opposed to build something which is simply a race to the finish on bad economics. Because what will survive in the end is good economics, good business.
And what is Blume looking to invest in this environment?
We are seeing almost a 75-25 skew right now to actually domestic consumption.
Within the consumption, anything
I would say there's a big difference in the way we look at consumption. Anything that touches a marketplace model typically has two sides to it. Invariably, the second side is actually a small business. It's never peer-to-peer. It's never C2C. There's always a small business. Even if it's a driver, even if it's a cab driver, even if it's a laundry guy, even if it's a repair guy, he's the second side of the marketplace. So suddenly you're seeing this unorganized workforce getting a huge upliftment, right? And that's been a thesis for us for a couple of years. It's wonderful to see it play out. And I think in this fund, we will look at consumption as two parts. One is the B2C piece, one is the B2SME piece. And I would say we'll be equally divided on both.
Finally, Karthik, for startups watching this show, if they have to, pitch to Blume Ventures, what business should they be in, and what expectations should they be working with?
So we have a strong thesis-based approach. Every principal in the team and the founders have endorsed this in advance. And then when the founder comes, we quickly know whether we like it or not. So very difficult to say what do we like, what do we don't like, because our job is to see and spot these and change them every 3 to 6 months. So what I say today is outdated by March. What I say today is probably what I've already invested 3 months earlier. So we started making bets in education, fintech, payments, with some looking at health, continue to love hardware, IoT businesses, very difficult to come by. And so we think of it as Indian consumption stories, large markets, Indian engineering themes, which is can you build, using great engineering talent we have, markets for the region or for the globe. But both then congregate at this other point. Are they a phenomenal team which knows how to scale something not from 1 million to 10 million, but from 10 to 100 or 100 to a billion?
Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/ETNow and don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at ETNowLive. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/user/ETNow.